See, I'm an alcoholic, and I blaze up the whatchamacallit. We got the Ribby and Coke with the basic Philly, Alizé for the ills and the ill for the illies. Pour a little liquor on the curb for my RIPs and my smoker herb. What's up, y'all? What's up? That's a little Northeast Groovers mixed with the 9/11 band or whatever these bands calling themselves these days because we blaze it, we smoke it, we toke it, we drink it, I know y'all do other things. Let's do those things tonight, y'all. It's election night, 2024 in America. Welcome to Burn It Down with Kim Brown, the Tuesday night edition, election night edition. And let me just first open with my apologies to the whole world. We are extending our deepest apologies from America. Yes, the shitstorm originates here. We know it. And it's probably going to be bad deals, not only for the global community, but for us here domestically. So from America, let me please extend our deepest apologies to the whole rest of the world. Please and thank you. As I'm being constantly reminded on the network news, we are in for a historic night. The fuck, whatevs. And either Trump is going to be 45 and 47, number of president, that is, or Kamala is going to be the first, a bunch of first. she's going to claim the mantle of several first. And truthfully, I'm not here for any of it. I'm not here for Trump. I'm not here for Kamala. I'm not here for a lot of shit. So we smoking tonight and token, drinking, smoking, and chilling. Fire fam, welcome in, welcome in. Now listen, we are going to be on here for 1 hour exactamente. Porque apres ahora vamos. we are vamosing over to Black Liberation Media. The live election night coverage will be in full effect over there. Very much looking forward to hanging out with my comrades, my kinfolk them. I'm not exactly sure who coming. Pretty sure Ear Doctor's going to be there. That's the most important person. Is the DJ going to be present? That's all we give a fuck about. Everybody else is bonus. So shout out to all that will be joining us. Big up to my lumpkins brother, the Ear Doctor. Hope you guys are out here feeling good as you can be expected to feel on this election night. And I did have a couple of things that I did want to run through. And again, nothing super duper heavy because my brain couldn't take it. And by the way, can I thank everyone that reached out, extended well wishes, checked on me. Thank you so much to Abby. Thank you so much to Anna. Thank you so much to Latif. Thank you to Franny. I know. Listen. I had, y'all know how I do this sometimes. I had logged out of the channel platform Cash App and was in my Cash App. And when I logged back into the channel Cash App, we had $40. I had no idea where it came from. So I'm going to check that and thank the persons who extended that support even while we took a unscheduled hiatus. And you know, I don't have any diagnosed mental health conditions. I have guesses. I have theories about whatever's going on in my head. But doing some, layperson reading about ADHD and how it presents in people, I suppose. I think the shit say that, yeah, you can shut down, like shut all the way down, like it's a rapola, like nothing will happen. Anything you want to happen, it won't. It will not happen. And that's kind of how I was over the past couple of weeks. And I said, it would be awesome if my brain could have shut down after the election. That probably would have been awesome. But I suppose for reasons I don't quite know, we are all supposed to be here together in the aftermath of this fuckery. So in advance of getting into the fuckery, I would like to start off with a couple of good news stories, y'all. Did I already say welcome to the show? Welcome to Burn It Down with Kim Brown, the place where we set oppression ablaze. Shit, my J went out. We try to blaze reefer around here too, if at all possible. And I like to shout out the homie, the big homie, my mama, Who did what, y'all? Went to the dispensary for who? Yours truly. Why? Because my mother is like that. Y'all need to tell y'all mothers to step their game up. My mama went and picked me up some tree. I wish, how I wish I could go back in time and tell my younger self that this scenario would be a thing. Like, no, no, Kim, you're not going to believe this shit. Me trying to explain this shit to 19, 20-year-old Kim. Kim, you're not going to believe this shit. Guess what? Guess what's going to happen? In 2024, guess who's going to be picking up for you? I'd have called myself all the lies, all the liars. But anywho, I digress. So it's good reefer too. So yeah. Yep. That's what's up. So I spy with my terrible eyes that we have several folks joining us here in the chatola. So I like to big up to the mods. Oh, I hope y'all's here. What's up, Courtney? What's up, Anna? What's up, Abby? Who else is in here? Tyler. What's up, Dawn Bird? Donnie, you was in here first, I think. Afraid not. I saw that. Uh Oh, what's up to Latif? And my son Tyler. Did I say Tyler already? Anyway, did y'all vote? My intention was to vote. I did not vote. And you know why? Because I didn't. But let me say, had I gone vote, I think I was actually a little demoralized by Kamal. And that's not to blame Kamal. It's not Kamal's fault that I didn't go vote. But I thought to myself, I said, look how resolute he is this morning, if you caught the morning show. Because I asked him if he was going to go vote for Claudia De La Cruz, and whether or not she and the other third party candidates were still on the ballot in Georgia. Because, the Democrats, Kamala and them, was trying to get the third party candidates tossed off the ballot. And I think it was up to the Georgia Secretary of State whether or not that was actually a thing. But then I stopped looking. So I'm not sure what the resolution was. So this is kind of why I asked Brother Kamal, because I thought, this nigga would know. He did not know. And when I went back and watched the show this morning, Kamal, when I asked him the question, I asked them, he and Ear Doctor, the ATLians on screen, transplants. And I'm like, hey, what's up with the third party youngins? And nobody said nothing. Kamal took a sip of his coffee. I said, woo. This nigga knew I wasn't talking to him. How did he know that? I was absolutely talking to him, and he didn't know the answer. So, Georgia, drop it in the chat. Tell the others. Inform us, us, the collective us, as to what happened there. Anyway, so so I said all that to say, had I voted, Jill Stein is on the ballot in Maryland. I would have voted third party for Jill Stein, but this is a solidly Kamala state. Kamala is got Maryland in the bag. Okay. No worries about Maryland. Now, our Senate race, I remember I talked to you guys about our wayward ass Senate race where we have, I guess, some history. Like, I'm so sick of this historical shit. Can I live in fucking non-historic? Where's when the whites just did everything, when niggas never did nothing, where the shit was the same? Now we got historical. God damn. And it's not even people I can root for. Like, I can't root for Angela Also Brooks. She's the police. Did you know that? And very proudly proclaims she was a top cop in PG County. Honey, we don't brag. if you know anything about the reputation of the Prince George's County, Maryland police, that's not some shit to boast about. I'm the top cop in PG. Get the fuck out of here, girl. And well, Larry Hogan. See, I mean, yeah, we can bomb on the Republicans. That's easy. I don't know, like, did y'all see this clip going around TikTok? I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. I'm about to start playing some clips here in a second. My apologies. Hit the like button on the video while you're here listening to me politicking. Damn, Kim, that's cool at what you spitting, but why you holding the J so long politicking? I'm acing blunts with a technician, like electrician. I don't got a pot to piss in, but still spend my last on hydroglycerin. Larry Hogan also ain't shit. But I seen this clip of Malcolm floating around TikTok somewhere, and Malcolm reminded us, you have the black people are the sheep, we are the prey. Republicans are the wolves. Democrats are the foxes. The fox tries to be slick about they shit when they trying to creep up on the prey and snatch you up, snatch your life. Woof! Oh, the wolf makes no fucking pretense. Nigga, it's a wolf, okay? You don't have to, the fox might fuck with you, might not fuck with you. You see that wolf as a sheep, you are in trouble, right? So we know what time it is with the Republicans. Larry Hogan's not fooling anybody, at least over here. Um, but yeah. So anyway, it's gonna be something historical in this Maryland Senate race. I don't care. I don't care. But I will say, should Angela Also Brooks win and Kamala win, the black bougies are going to be insufferable. If you live anywhere, let's say even Cali, what's up, NorCal, Bay Area, yay, area, yay, yay. Listen, all the little bougies gonna be falling all over themselves to either try to get an invite to one of these damn inauguration balls. All your favorites is coming out to perform. Everyone's coming out to host. Black Hollywood, black entertainment, the black rappers. Look at these niggas. I'm sure. Watch what I mark my words. If Kamala win inaugural ball, performances by Snoop Dogg. Oh my God, DC is going to be a bourgeoisie spectacle. And I hope, I hope I can free myself from these pots. If I can loose myself away from here, I don't want to be nowhere near it, kids. That's just going to be ugly. Black Alliance for Peace, y'all got to go out there and heckle the shit out of all them niggas. Fucking all the orgs gotta come out and yell at all these bougie niggas shit, because it's gonna be, you think Congressional Black Caucus, you think CBC is a bougie nigga show? Don't let Kamala win. Don't let Kamala and Angela Also Brooks win. These niggas is going to be insufferable. Yuck. Oh my God. It's just gonna be letters all over the place. JD, aka DST, PhD, Jesus, MED, Jesus Christ. It's gonna be like a motherfucking Scrabble done fell on the city. Black Scrabble. Let me shut up. All right, let's get to some good news here. I'm just a rambling, and I would like an opportunity to relight my J. Hold on. Let me not act like my name is Grady and I'm standing on the corner. I just got the joint dangling from my lips, because you know how we do. So anyway, all right, y'all. So Will, let's go ahead and queue up. I actually found some good news. Good news. Good news for the type of things that we talk about around here from our perspective. It's not great news, but it's good news. And we'll take the good news. So this is a story coming out of Louisiana. And, they don't really collect their police like that. Not to say that anywhere actually collects their police. NYPD do not get collected. Chicago police do not get collected. What I mean collected, they don't get brought to account, held to some sort of responsibility or liability when they either break the law themselves, and it will just break the law themselves in a myriad of ways. So let me tell you a little bit quickly with these sheriff's deputies from Baton Rouge. And these sheriff's deputies are accused of doing a range of crimes. One low level, on the level of stealing gas from the police supplied fucking gas pump, right? Ranging from arson, ranging up to the R word, right? Just to give you an idea of the spectrum of criminal activity that law enforcement be up to, we can safely assume and deduce at all times, right? All this, a few bad apples, finish it. A few bad apples, what? Spoils the punch. That is correct. Thank you to whoever hollered that out from the rafters. We heard you up there. Thank you. So Will, go ahead and run this clip of these piggies. I wouldn't say they got taken to the butcher's house, but they got separated, I guess, from the rest of the herd, or these bad apples. Bleh. Anyway, so go ahead. Let's take a look. Oh, wait, real quick before we take a look. I'm sorry, my dumbass. It's not so the story is about the sheriff's deputies from Baton Rouge, but they say East and West Baton Rouge. Is it a third? Any whatever. And then the other, you're gonna hear from this cop. You're gonna hear from this sheriff from Iberville. Do I have that right? Iberville. Ooh, this is why I think he white anyway. Some Cajuns, Jesus, I like the nigga off Swamp People. Whoever watches Swamp People, there's a black, the Edgars, there's a black family on there. The patriarch, the grandfather, I knew he was black, but he could easily have passed for the white. So I'm making the assumption that this parish, Iberville sheriff is a white. I'm pretty confident he's a white. But anyway, he Cajun as hell. And I'm sorry, I'm particular to the southern drawl, especially when it's not, it's giving southern, but not wholesale cracker. Which I will say, I was getting some authenticity here. Perhaps shame on me, but I'll let you guys take a view and judge for yourselves. Go ahead, Will. Thank you so much. Roll that.
The last week, 4 deputies have been arrested and fired. In just the last week, 4 deputies have been arrested and fired. 3 from East Baton Rouge and 1 from West Baton Rouge. The investigative unit's Bess Casserly spoke to a longtime sheriff about why this is more than just a few bad apples. While police officers usually have to go through a termination process with the Civil Service Board, deputies' employment is at the discretion of the sheriff. And according to one sheriff, they're fired before they even get booked into jail.
First of all, I don't arrest deputies. I arrest former deputies because I fire them before I arrest them.
Iberville Parish Sheriff,
They have history.
Brett Stassi,
They're not the right people.
he hasn't had to fire any deputies in a couple of years.
It's a bad time for any sheriff or any chief of police to have to arrest one of their own. It's one of the worst things we have to do.
But has had to make the tough decision many times.
I had to fire my associate warden, who was a personal friend.
Within the span of a week, 4 deputies across the capital region were arrested and fired for an array of crimes. East Baton Rouge Deputy Tibracia Gibson was arrested and charged with malfeasance in office and 3 counts of smuggling contraband into a penal facility for her inmate boyfriend. Otis Williams, an East Baton Rouge deputy in training, was arrested for arson with intent to defraud after paying someone to set his car on fire. Former West Baton Rouge deputy Joshua Dangerfield was filling up his personal car for free at a parish-operated pump. He was arrested for theft and malfeasance in office. And as the investigative unit covered last week, Nicholas Lo Cicero was fired before being arrested for rape involving minors. Prior to working with EBRSO, he was a deputy in Livingston Parish and earned several accolades in 2016, including Peace Officer of the Year and an award from Crime Stoppers.
And if this is a bad apple, we want them weeded out of not just my system, all of law enforcement.
Stassi says not only is firing a deputy difficult, it can be expensive.
It could cost you $50,000, $60,000 to get him in the unit, plus the unit and all the stuff to get him going. So it can be upwards of $100,000 to put that deputy on the road, ready to go to work.
He says it can be tempting for smaller police forces to hire deputies who have been terminated because they're already post-certified. However, Stassi tries to prevent that from happening.
We have developed a code that we want to make sure that we get these people, if they're trouble, we don't want them shopping, jumping around, going to other agencies. We want to make sure that we put an end to their post-certification.
Stassi believes people who are in law enforcement should be held to a higher standard than the public.
I don't care if they're going to be a school resource officer, a school crossing guard, work at my jail, on the road, or be a detective that worked for me. Before they leave my office, I tell them I work for the people of Iberville Parish. You represent me. A lot of times that badge is a little too heavy for the shirt. And those people need to be eliminated out of our profession.
The West Baton Rouge sheriff was unavailable for an interview, but told us in a statement that they take misconduct within their department very seriously.
You know, the way that the United States and American society lionizes and romanticizes in a way police and law enforcement and those that wear the badge, like that guy talks like how I think most people would like for police to talk, because even but so-called black police chiefs, like they talk, I don't know, they just what my man said there, to me, you don't usually hear cops say. Anyway, I have no idea what the fuck happens in Iberville Parish. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Iberville Parish, everybody down there in Louisiana. We love y'all. Howsoever, it's an interesting story that he tells, and there was a lot there in that package, I think, that reveals so much about what's wrong with the whole system of policing here in this country. That the guy acknowledged that, yes, so-called bad cops that get fired for breaking the law, for doing foul shit on the job, they are able to very easily go to the next parish. Why? Because they're already certified. Why? Because the state already made, according to that sheriff, $100,000 investment in the fucking dude, right? And his training and his, knowledge and certification and et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, wow, imagine if we weren't spending $100,000 on psychopaths. like you just ran off, let's say, almost $500,000 worth of fuck boys and girls that were wearing the badge. Sometimes the badge too heavy for the shirt. I love those Southern euphemisms. Like I shout out to all my country niggas. I love that shit. Anyway, so good news. At least some scum has been removed from having some modicum of power in streets of East and West Baton Rouge. How come they refer to it as East and West Baton Rouge? Like, is there Central Baton Rouge? is it a middle? Anyway. So I thought that was a good news story. We love to see police go down. Why, everybody? Because the cops ain't shit. That's right. Where we at time wise? I don't have much more to go because I am going to be oh, look at this. Now look, and if I wasn't high, maybe I should do the show smoked up a little bit more. I seem to be pacing myself much better instead of just I'd be running off at the end. I look down, I'm like, God damn, I'm talking about fucking 45 minutes. Shit crazy. So I don't know. Maybe this is the way. I have not usually made this the way, though. I don't like to do my job when other niggas was putting cameras or whatever, I was doing other shit. I didn't like to be high doing that because I wasn't as good. That's it. I was not as good. So I had to do that shit sober so I could be awesome. All right. But here I feel fine. Because this is my shit. I get to say and do how I like, what I like, when I like. So long as Google allows me. Inshallah, you know what I'm saying? that we pray that is the case. And speaking of inshallah, I want us to go to Lebanon and check in with Hubs. Y'all know. Seriously, like, because it's obvious that in these digital streets, Ali Mortada's reach is reaching out here. I don't even know how I stumbled upon his content, but y'all were already hip to the shit. Who told me about? Oh, it was Dee. It was Northern Witch. Northern Witch said that she was glad that we discovered Ali Mortada. I said, girl, did not tell me about this falafel eating, fine ass, bearded nigga, AK shooting nigga. Goddamn. Whew. But that's not the reason. So anyway, but because, he has lots of value. I'm sure he's an amazing person, but I find value in him immediately because he was attractive. Duh. I'm like, ooh, he's cute. Who he? Let's root for him. But then I find out he's a soldier of righteousness out here in the resistance against Zionism and ready to go on to Juma. You know what I mean? He's made that very clear in his videos. Like, you think this man is worried about dying? No. No. He's not. And at the same time, he's a ride or die at the same time. So let me be clear here. Let me back this up. So as all of you ought to know, I'm not sure if some of y'all don't know, we're gonna get to election stuff here in a second. But anyway, in Lebanon, southern Lebanon and Beirut has been bombed for about the past month now, with thousands of Lebanese civilians, specifically healthcare workers, ambulance drivers. They have been the Israeli forces have been bombing the roads, making it difficult for Lebanese people to flee. They have been bombing places where it is widely known that there's no Hezbollah. Hezbollah ain't everywhere. You know what I mean? But they've been doing all of that from the sky specifically because that ground game. Oh, let the brown journalists on TikTok tell you with the thick accents. Let them tell you that Israel's been getting done up out here on the border, on the ground, with a large number of their tanks being blown up and destroyed, with estimated 100 IDF dead. I think I heard close to 1,000 injuries and casualties, right? Casualties don't necessarily denote unalive, right? But done up on the border. They did not want it with Hezbollah on that Lebanese northern Israel border. So apparently the Israelis have retreated their ground game, and they're going to continue to be the softest scrotum skim people, state that we know that they are, and continue to rain down death and unavoidable catastrophe on the Lebanese people. The people, civilians, regular ass people like me and you. Imagine you sitting in your apartment building and you get a fucking text on your phone telling you the IDF forces are telling you you better evacuate. I don't even know. Like, can you even imagine? I don't even know what the specific of the text is /R. I don't know what directions, but I'm already telling you to hurry up and get out. But can you imagine? And then there are places that have not received any warning. They've just been destroyed. And it's just residential places. People who own farms, destroying people's livestock. And they're just waywardly dropping these bunker busting bombs on regular folks. And the United States is allowing it. Joe Biden and Kamala are like, oh, would you look at that? Hey, Lebanon, we'll send you over some aid money so you can rebuild. Bitch, can you tell the motherfuckers to please stop dropping the fucking bombs? Kamala, is that too much job? Could you do that? Could you just stop telling them to drop the fucking bombs? So anyway, shout out to the resistance. And this video came up. This is recent. This is maybe a couple days old there. So I appreciate Ollie with the regular check-ins, because I will confess, when the pager terrorist attack happened, he didn't post. Like, he did not post like 3 or so days before the terrorist attack, and then he didn't post for like almost like a couple weeks after. I was like, oh no, like, oh boy, that's sheesh. It's bad anyway, but Jesus. So anyway, let's take a look. Let's check in with my husband.
Hello, my enemies. May you have a very, very, very bad day. And it seems that you are having a very, very, very bad day in the battlefield and in your own personal battle with me. So you threat to kill me. Instead of me shutting up, I'm spreading. I'm now in Paris, in Michigan, and my photos are in the demonstration that stand with Gaza and with Lebanon against you. So thank you. Thank you for making me reach those kind people, and thank everybody in those kind people that are standing with us and making this demonstration. Your talk is very, very, very important, and your talk are the most important thing in the battlefield of media. And I want all my Western friends to keep talking, keep demonstrating, keep tweeting, keep doing anything what you can to support us in our cause against this beast, this Israeli beast. But this Israeli beast and your army, my enemies, today has burned also in Al-Mtalli. You have another Merkava tank has been burned. The total are 43 Merkava tank. The total of kills are 100, more than 100. The total of injuries are 900 soldiers, Israeli soldiers. You fight in Khiyam for 6 days and you retreat, and until now you are stuck. Your army won't go in more because they are afraid from more casualties, and won't go back because they are stubborn and want to make anything possible in this operation, and they won't stay because if they stay, they are like ducks in the field, and always the rocket will hit them, like today and yesterday and before yesterday. And before the ground attack, Netanyahu promised you that you are going to back to your houses in Mtalli, in Shlomi, in Kiryat Shmona, but now you are out of your houses in all the north, in the distance between Haifa, between Al-Naqura and Haifa, and Shab'a and Safad and Tabaraya, and in the middle, Kirma'il, all this space, 1,250 kilometers square, you are not having any kind of security in all those places. Also above that, the suburban of Tel Aviv, north suburban and south suburban, are always under fire. So the range of fire is most wide from any time before, and they convince you that Hezbollah is finished and the resistance is finished, and it's a matter of time. I think it's a matter of time that you will consider what I'm talking to you as a reality, and you will say to Netanyahu, okay, what's now? If his goal to go to South Litani River, he couldn't. If his goal to finish Hezbollah by the military operation, he couldn't do it. And if his goal to stop the rockets to the north, he didn't do it. So he's a liar, and the field proved that. May you have a very, very, very bad night. Take care, ya baby.
Wow, that's cool. Does he seem like a person that's worried? Like, again, his whole energy. Nothing gives me that this man thinks that he's going to lose. Nothing in this man tells me that he doesn't believe that his cause is righteous and just. And he's never seemed afraid to confront death, of which who in the hell knows how many times, if ever, but I would assume at least a couple, right? There's been some crazy shit happening behind Ali in some of his videos. So we want to still send our solidarity even from the belly of the beast here in the United States as we elect our next handler. Maybe the president isn't the handler. The president is the one being handled, indeed. Our next mascot, right? Whoever's the 47th president will be the mascot for the elite. And well, really not for the elite, the mascot for us, well, for the lemmings, for the masses to cheer for, you know. Our team won. Black Girl Magic. HBCU president. Y'all should see it here in DC. It's bad. it's bad already. It's bad already. They got Howard, they got all the streets around Howard University shut down. They got the stage all built. They got the Howard University choir up there ready to perform. The news was doing a live shot. Howard University choir in the background, rehearsing Lift Every Voice and Sing. I said, well, and y'all know how I feel about Lift Every Voice and Sing anyway. Like, geez, me Christmas. If we're going to do national Black anthem, can it jam? Can Could we have thrown Quincy Jones on the production? Could he have finessed it or flossed it like he did the Sanford and Son theme, amongst other things? But that's not what happened. We got lift every voice. See, I digress. So anyway, they already added here in DC. But anyway, so back to Ali Mortada. Very glad to see Ali alive, talking his shit. And let me tell you guys something. Win or lose for any of these jokers, Kamala or Trump, tonight, tomorrow, the end of the week, who the fuck knows? Win or lose, I have a feeling that a collective ability to actually air people that are part of the resistance, even on these internet, YouTube streets, Twitch streets, whatever the fuck, I have a feeling that shit's gonna get curtailed. Don't ask me why I think that. Y'all know I be having my feelings. I be having my feelings. I'm like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna keep letting us do this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even do it like that. And I know there were other channels that show way more. Shout out to them. I'm here for all that, but I have a feeling that even disagreeing with the empire at a certain point, maybe not in the so distant future, not gonna be allowed to do that. Not gonna be allowed in some shape or form. I mean, we already not allowed in a lot of things, but anyway, I have a feeling it's just gonna get worse. So speaking of getting worse, let's go ahead and turn to this wayward election. Y'all watching Burn It Down with Kim Brown. Don't forget, in about 20 minutes, we need you to head on over to Black Liberation Media. If you are not already a subscriber to Black Liberation Media, please go over there, take a moment to subscribe and join us at 8 o'clock for our election night coverage. It's gonna be a pajama jammy jam. What kind of party y'all want to throw? We're gonna throw a pajama jammy jam. I'm telling y'all, I don't know how hard them house party movies was in the theater. Y'all could never know. Poor children. Anyway, so there's a couple clips I want to play. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go first. Let's start with it's all ridiculous. So it's just, what version of ridiculous would you like to begin with? Let's start with Trump, the most ridiculous. The most ridiculous nigga in this world is Donald J. Trump. He gets in ya, whether you want him to or not. Oh, anyway, motherfucking Trump. You could clip Trump. Clip fucking Trump at any time this nigga got his mouth open. This nigga is guaranteed to say ridiculous things anytime he's talking. So which of the million Trump clips could you choose from if you want to hear this nigga talk absolutely ridiculous? So Trump pissed off that Liz Cheney is rocking with Kamala. And then in the shit that Trump is, I won't say prone to do, but has done. Yeah, prone to do. Let's stick with prone to do. And the shit that Trump is prone to do, this motherfucker fucks up and says the correct goddamn thing. I'm like, well, he's not wrong there. And he goes on about Liz Cheney being this war hawk. And then he says something that I just find, I had to laugh when I heard it, because I'm like, you are the most ridiculous person I think we have ever been exposed. I mean, in terms of the buffoonery, in terms of the shit that he will just say out his mouth at the so-called esteemed and lofted level that someone who once held the presidency and is now seeking to retain the presidency, you just really talk like that, right? But it's not so much that Trump is speaking his mind. This motherfucker's just saying anything. That's not speaking your mind. That's saying any fucking thing out here, which Donald Trump is outstanding at doing, whilst on occasion saying the accurate thing, at least as it pertains to Dick Cheney's daughter, which again, weirdo flex from fucking Kamala. Oh, Dick Cheney's daughter is on the bitch. What? You mean war criminal Dick Cheney? You mean killed untold and millions and poisoned and injured and maimed untold millions more in Iraq, amongst other places. That nigga shoot his homies in the face, Dick Cheney? Fuck that nigga and his wife. and his daughter and his whole family. That's anyway. We'll run this nigga Trump because Trump was trumping, as I'm sure Trump will continue to Trump if he gets 4 more years allowed in here to Trump. So go ahead and run Trump.
Get the Arab American vote. They want to get the Muslim votes. So she picks Liz Cheney, whose father virtually destroyed the Middle East. You know, Liz Cheney, she talks big, oh, I want war. She always wants war. Every time I was with her in the White House, we should attack this nation, that nation, nations that people never even heard of, we should attack. She's a big tough guy, you know, she's a big tough one. She's a tough one. But if you gave Liz Cheney a gun and put her into battle facing the other side with guns pointing at her, she wouldn't have the courage or the strength or the stamina to even look the enemy in the eye. She wouldn't have. She sits back in Washington, oh, we ought to go and attack Iran, Iraq. We're going to attack everybody. That's why I broke up with her. All she wanted to do is go to war with everybody. Because she, like Kamala, is a stupid person.
Yo, why? I'm sorry. And again, perhaps this says more about maybe y'all didn't find it funny, but when he said, this is why I broke up with it, nigga, what? This is why you did what? What are you saying? What is this man even saying? This nigga just says anything. And the funny thing is, what if, I don't know how Liz Cheney get down. I mean, that's not the, slut shame or well, I don't give a fuck. But my point is that she might have been a side chick for all I know. Like, let's not act like these people are above such things. They aren't. That's just an odd thing for him to say. And not to say, Trump isn't prone to saying odd things, because why? Because he's an odd motherfucker, no doubt. But sometimes odd niggas be accurate and truthful niggas. At least on goofy shit like that, not on anything very important. But to the point that he made, that when he was in office, that Liz Cheney was like, let's go attack Iraq, Iran. It's sounding, it's giving me accurate. You know why? Because doesn't she have an invested interest through her family lineage, through the I'm sure ongoing money her father still receives from these defense contracts via the company with Halliburton to change his name, or is Halliburton still Halliburton, and or did they try to switch up like BlackRock? They're like, no, that's not. We're not them same villains. This is us. We the new niggas, not the Burton Hallies. We don't know nothing about Halliburton. That's we don't know nothing about them villains. No, we're the Burton Hallies. But you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, it tracks to me for Trump to say that Liz Cheney, while he was in office, would be advocating pro-war. I don't disbelieve that, actually. And yeah, it's goofy as shit for Kamala to have a war hawk on her team, but Kamala is co-signing a genocide, advocating a genocide, also standing by while a genocide takes place. So if Liz Cheney is the war hawk, then Kamala is the war criminal. And that's on everything. It really is. Speaking, well, wait, not speaking of criminals. Let me keep this moving because I might want to yammer with y'all in a second. But hold on. Because again, 8 o'clock coming up, Black Liberation Media. We're doing a live election thing. But anyway, while you're here, could you hit the button? Will, do me a favor. I know thought I seen some boxes coming through over there in the Chiznat. Could we acknowledge? Can we acknowledge?
Yeah, we got TMB says welcome back, KB. We appreciate the super chat. S Barrows.
Hey, Sandra, thank you.
Kim Essential, thank you for all that you do.
Hey, thank you, Essential. Thank you.
2F's best of 2 rules running tonight.
Thank you.
Vesper X super chat.
Vesper X. Oh, thank you.
What do you say? GAPSL, Dr. West, votes won't count. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you, but thank you though, Vesper. my forlorn sigh is at the news, but thank you very much for your support, sweetie. Is Puerto Rico accepting new niggas? I would like to. I know it's still America. I know they don't get the vote in Puerto Rico, but shit, what are you missing? So what? Yeah, the poll's going to be closing here soon at 8 o'clock. And, you know, Trump there to begin his comment, he said Kamala's trying to court the Arab American vote. Kamala has made several stops in Michigan and amongst the other battleground states. Pennsylvania, Jesus Christ, I know Pennsylvanians are like, can you please leave us alone? But I know people in Pennsylvania are like, can you please leave us the fuck alone? We are exhausted. We are exhausted on our airways. We are exhausted at the traffic and the shutdowns for these fucking goofball ass niggas always coming around and round. But anyway, this happened a week and some change ago, maybe. But I wanted to bring it up because this is where I think Kamala may fall short should she lose. I think Michigan, as much as people believe Pennsylvania, which I suppose a case could be made, but in my opinion, I think Michigan is going to be that one that's going to do the deed up. But I want you guys to check this out, and I'm not looking at the doc, so apologies for not having the brother's name at the ready, but they do announce him in this package. So I'm not sure if he's Palestinian. He must be Palestinian. Yeah, surely. Maybe they did just kick him out because he's Muslim. Fuck, that's all possible. I can't recall if is he Palestinian and Muslim, but brown for sure. And actually ran for Congress in Michigan as a Democrat. And at a recent Kamala rally, they put him out. Perhaps you saw the story. If you didn't, let us check it out. Roll that, please, Will. Thank you.
An uncomfortable moment for Dr. Ahmad Ghanem, who was kicked out of the Harris rally at the Royal Oak Music Theater on Monday afternoon with no reason given. You were already sitting down, and they said, we're from the campaign, you have to go?
Yeah, the lady from the campaign came and told me, can you follow me? And I followed her. I thought they are changing my seat or doing something.
It's no longer a conversation, so can we please escort the building, please? Thank you.
Okay.
With the threat of the Secret Service and the Royal Oak Police, Ghanem voluntarily walked out.
And I said, I'm leaving, but I want to know, why are you kicking me out?
Ghanem should have been known to the Democratic Party. He ran for Congress as a Democrat in the Democratic primary against incumbent Haley Stevens. Is it because you're a Muslim?
I think so.
Today, we call for an investigation and we call for an apology to Dr. Ahmed Ghanem.
Tuesday in Dearborn, a rally by prominent Muslim leaders are asking the Harris campaign for answers. You said that this represents something more than just one Muslim being kicked out of a rally. What do you mean by that?
Well, we have seen this repeated pattern of disregard and disrespect towards Muslim and Arab Americans unfold before.
Examples: no Muslims spoke at the Democratic convention, and the campaign has not reached out to the Muslim community to explain funding for Israel's military involvement in Gaza.
With the most recent approval of $5.3 billion by the Biden-Harris administration. Now, can I say that that's the reason for Dr. Ahmed Ghanem's removal? I cannot.
A spokesperson for the Harris campaign said this: our campaign regrets this action and its impact on Dr. Ghanem and the community, and he is welcome at future events. We value our relationship with the Muslim American community. Are you going to vote for Harris?
I don't know. If you were kicked out of her campaign, would you vote for her?
Maybe not.
Okay.
Reasonable. No, I wouldn't. If you kick me out, let me tell you something. Y'all know I got put off the airplane. I won't fly Delta. Okay, I refuse. You only got to kick me off your airplane once, baby. Not coming back. Okay. And I support Dr. Ahmed Ghanem right there. Would you vote for her if she put you out your rally? Absolutely fucking not. So let's assume that the 100,000 that voted uncommitted in the Democratic primary in Michigan let's assume all these people show up, which I think they will. I think that this election is going to be historical for varying reasons. But one reason, my prediction is that you are going to have in a record turnout people that either are going to show up and vote third party. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be, the admit 5%. I think that's ambitious, but they might get to like 3, whatever. But I think a lot of people, more people, are going to vote third party. And I think a lot of people are also just not going to vote for president. And I think it's going to be a bit of a mind fuck to the pundits. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? What you mean? Like, how did we have our numbers are off? How did we have 150 million voters show up to the polls, and only somehow we have a gap here of 20 to 50 million votes. You know what I'm saying? And we only have 100 million votes for president. Like, how was that? Because people are going to express their disgust with this system, with this duopoly, in one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Either by, in addition to apathy, in addition to not showing up. And it was interesting because I did catch a little bit of the NBC national broadcast with Lester Holt and Savannah Guthrie, y'all. They be shitting on Kristen Walker out this time. It couldn't be me, baby. I couldn't be the fucking host of Meet the President. Y'all still put me on the fucking B team. But but anyway, but that's me. That's probably why I ain't got a job. That's why I ain't got a job, Tommy. But anyway, my point pertaining to, okay, so they did this national shot. They showed up at all. They were actually on Temple's campus. Imagine that, when they were in Pennsylvania. They were doing a live hit from Temple University, my alma mater. But they were showing up at a lot of different colleges, and the lines were very long at the colleges. The kids are showing up to vote. In addition to people who are Muslim and who are pro-Palestinian not voting for Kamala, not voting for Trump either, but just not voting for president. In addition to those folks, I think that young vote that the people are on TV excited about, oh, the young vote is turning out. The young vote is turning out. Okay. And the most educated about and most informed, and this is not uniform. I understand all young people are not a monolith. They are not all pro-Palestinian, anti-Zionist. I understand. But way more of them, likely than any other age demographic, is hip to this shit in Palestine. Okay. They are hip to the shit. And I think that is impacting them. I think that is going to reveal itself in this election in some way. Like, it's going to be a mind fuck. Watch what I'm telling you. Like, this shit is not going to end regular. In addition to it already not ending regular, with the likely winner of tonight's contest not going to be known tonight or even tomorrow. Who in the hell knows when it's going to be known? But I'm telling you, this shit's going to be squirrely. It's not going to make sense to a lot of these experts. And I'm just telling you, a lot of people do want to see a change. And tragically, they do believe that change can be felt through the voting booth. And they're going to show up and try to affect that. I think so. That's just my low, humble opinion. Anyway. Real quick, Will, I think we have just enough time to run my palette cleanser. Now, y'all, you guys know I'm a TikTok addict. I do not post. I'm not a content creator on TikTok. I'm a consumer of TikTok. And I've caught my mouth right now, but that's another thing. Anyway, so this young brother from Africa who has immigrated here, I believe he is somewhere in the DMV. When I tell you this young man is hilarious, and I'm not even certain he's trying to be hilarious, but he absolutely is hilarious. It is giving me big Hakeem Assemi, you know what I'm saying, coming to Queens, except it's this brother coming to the DC area. So let me run this really quick because I want to turn y'all loose so we all can be on time for Black Liberation Media coming up at 8. So go ahead and run that palette cleanser real quick for me, Will. Thank you.
If you're in an argument with an American, I'm talking about Americans, the ones that were born here.
If you get into an argument,
Americans, the ones that were born in American hospitals. If you're in an argument and they start cursing you, run like a naked man in the street. Don't look behind. Just keep running. You can never win them in a cursing competition. Like, they have a very strong cursing skill.
Americans.
Like, they have a wide variety of curse words that you don't even hear in movies. You need to come here before you hear those curse words. They are skilled. Like, it's rooted in their bloodstreams. It's rooted in their bone, right in their bone marrows. You can never win them. When they start cursing you, run. Or if maybe you are at work, apologize. Just start apologizing. Can you guys imagine? One guy once told me in DC that I look like the man in the movie Men in Black begging for sugar water. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine me looking like a man in the movie Men in Black begging for sugar water? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, that insult traumatized me until I've never watched the movie Men in Black. I don't know who was begging for sugar water, but I don't think I deserved that insult because of what happened. Like, I was innocent. I was innocent. And he turned and looked at me in the eye and started cursing. And at some point, you look like a man in the movie Men in Black begging for sugar water. That was so rude. I also heard my colleagues at work. I pray they don't see this video. I heard my colleagues at work when they were like, you know, cursing each other. One of them, Trina said, B, I got a strap. I got a dildo. I will shove it up your ass. B, I got a strap. I got a dildo. I will shove it up your ass. They were quarreling. And then one thing is that when you're new and you hear them cursing, don't interfere. Just go closer so you can learn those words because you might need them one day. Just especially like in a bus, we're in a public transportation or anywhere public or at work. Just what I usually do, I just like kind of just put my ears. Yes, I just be getting all them curse things. Like, okay. I was like, what? If they start cursing you, I said, run. You can never win Americans in a cursing competition. Oh my God, they will finish you. They're gonna finish you. If you're at work, maybe you work in a restaurant, bet them when they start cursing you, when they just say B or your mom's, you want Obe wings or flat? You want barbecue wings extra crispy or flat? When they start cursing you, offer them something. You want buffalo wings extra crispy or flats and some Wingstop ranch? Because if they curse you, your entire generation is going to suffer from that insult. Your entire generation, like, you're going to be depressed. You're going to need a therapist to heal from that insult. So don't you dare it. Never try to engage in cursing with Americans. When they start cursing you, go away. Don't you dare.
Yo, Africans is wild dramatic. My man said your whole your lineage, your generations will feel embarrassment. Will feel the embarrassment from being cursed by a skilled American. He said we have it in our bone marrow. Yes, I would agree. So anyway, let me hop off of here. The time is now 8:02. I don't know how thank you, Abby. I know, shout out to Swear Furry as well. Thank you guys for sending me the link. I didn't send it to Will in time, so I'm sorry I didn't investigate how to deposit you guys into the Black Liberation Media chat. But y'all go on over there. I'm gonna be over there in a couple minutes. I'm gonna go get something to drink. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out the door. If you want to send us some material support, you can do so. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Patreon.com. You can get us all at BIDWKB at all of those platforms. So thank you so much to Mill. I got a cotton mouth. Okay, let me go fix myself. To Will and Molly, thank you guys so much. And Fire Fam, I'll see you over on Black Liberation Media. Deuces. Bye.